Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Sahanavavatu Sahanau bhunaktu Sahaviyam karavavahai Tejasvi navadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato ma sadgamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya Mrityo ma mritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning. తెలుగులో మనకు ఒక సామెత ఉంది, పురుషులలో పుణ్యపురుషులు వేరే. మీరందరూ పుణ్యపురుషులు, పుణ్య స్త్రీలు. ఇంత పొద్దునే ఇక్కడ రాగలిగారు కాబట్టి ఎవరింత కష్టపడతారు ఈ ఏజ్లో? విచ్ యంగ్ పీపుల్, విచ్ యూత్ విల్ వర్క్ సో హార్డ్. యూ వర్కింగ్ వెరీ హార్డ్. When I was of your age, I never thought of going to any coaching institute so early in the morning. You are great in that way. So today we shall learn something about the educational philosophy of Swamiji. I won't be able to cover all the quotes because so many quotes are there in this book. Only 1 or 2 quotes of each subject I will take up. Other quotes you have to read on your own. Okay? Please see page number 20 if you have the prayer book in your hands. The first quote in the page: the education which doesn't help the common mass of people to equip themselves for the struggle for life, which doesn't bring out strength of character, a spirit of philanthropy, and the courage of a lion, is it worth the name? The education which doesn't help the common mass of people to equip themselves for the struggle for life. Swamiji here is delineating 4 objectives for education. విద్య యొక్క ప్రయోజనాలను చెప్తున్నారు. We all actually go to colleges, universities and educate ourselves. Why should we educate ourselves? What education should give us? మనం చదువుకుంటున్న విద్య మనకి ఏమి ఇవ్వాలి? The first thing is you should help the people to equip themselves for the struggle for life. జీవన పోరాటానికి మనల్ని సన్నద్ధులను చేయాలి. Should make us easy to fight the battle of life. Should not complicate. And the second is which doesn't bring out strength of character. It should help us build our character. Third is it should instill in us a spirit of philanthropy, altruism, where you have that fellow feeling, you come forward to serve your citizens, fellow citizens. You come forward to serve the underprivileged, the downtrodden, the weakest sections of the society. And the last thing that education should give you is this, the courage of a lion. It should help you overcome all fear. Education ante empowerment, sadhikarata. So if the education that you are getting from your colleges is not helping you in this direction, it's no education, it's no good. ఈ 4 ప్రయోజనాలను మనకి విద్య నెరవేర్చాలి. The last is very important, the courage of a lion. There is so much of suffering in the world because of fear. In fact, that is true education which helps you to go beyond all kinds of suffering and all kinds of fear. ఏదైతే మనల్ని అన్ని దుఃఖాల నుంచి బయటపడేస్తుందో, అన్ని భయాల నుంచి విముక్తులను చేస్తుందో, ఇంక్లూడింగ్ మరణ భయం, that is true education. In our ancient India, that education, they used to call it as paravidya. Everything else is aparavidya. 2 kinds of education they used to give in Gurukulas, paravidya and aparavidya. The paravidya is about the truth, about God, about the creator, not about creation. And aparavidya about livelihood, skills, training. వృత్తి విద్యలు అనమాట, దానివల్ల మనకు లైవ్లీహుడ్ వస్తుంది. సో వీ విల్ బీ ఏబుల్ టు థింక్ అబౌట్ ద ఫిలాసాఫికల్ థింగ్స్, ఫిలాసాఫికల్ ఆస్పెక్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్. హూ ఈస్ ద క్రియేటర్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ యూనివర్స్? వై ఆమ్ ఐ హియర్? వాట్ ఈస్ ట్రూత్? ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ దీస్ క్వశ్చన్స్, దట్ ఈస్ ద హైయర్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్. ఫైన్. The basic thing is, who will be able to think, about those philosophical aspects? Only those whose basic needs are satisfied. Okay? You don't have food on your plate, and I will teach philosophy and metaphysics to you. I will tell you, think about God. I will ask you to meditate. Will you meditate? మనకి భోజనం లేదు, ఉండటానికి ఇల్లు లేదు, కట్టుకోవడానికి బట్టలు లేవు. Can I ask you to think about God? Will you do that even if I ask you? You won't, right? So the education should fulfill 2 objectives. First, actually, basic necessities of life fulfill కావడానికి మనకి ఉపాధి కావాలి, లైవ్లీహుడ్ కావాలి, దానికి కావాల్సిన శిక్షణ బేసిక్ అది మనకి ఎడ్యుకేషన్తో రావాలి. అండ్ ద హైయర్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఆఫ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఈస్ టు హెల్ప్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. స్వాధ్యాయ దేశే, అధ్యాయ, మనల్ని మనం అధ్యయనం చేసుకోవాలి, చదువుకోవాలి. నా ఆలోచనలు ఎందుకు నా నిగ్రహంలో ఉండట్లేదు, నా ఎమోషన్స్ ఎందుకు నా కంట్రోల్లో ఉండట్లేదు. యూ షుడ్ ఏబుల్ టు రికగ్నైజ్ దిస్ స్లేవరీ. ఓకే, we have the mind which should serve us, which should be under our control, but actually it is dominating us. We are under the control of the mind, we are under the control of desires, we are under the control of instincts. Sometimes human beings are behaving instinctively. Okay, in Kali Yuga it happens, nowhere before it happened. Okay, animals behave instinctively, but human beings, we have got the vichakshana, power of discretion. Thoughts will come, but all you won't put into action, because God has given you that filter of discrimination, vichakshana, vivekam. Animals ka vivekam undadu, they are actually instinctive. But whereas human beings also sometimes behaving, instinct is dominating. To today this kind of language also we hear. That means absolutely no training is happening with regard to the inner instrument. మనసుకి ఎలాంటి శిక్షణ ఇవ్వబడటం లేదు. కాబట్టి ప్రతి వ్యక్తి కూడా తనను తను అధ్యయనం చేసుకోవడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేయాలి. ఇట్స్ నీడ్, ఇట్స్ ఇంకంబెంట్ అపాన్ యూ యాజ్ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్. అదే మోస్ట్ ఇవాల్వ్డ్ క్రీచర్గా మనం ఇక్కడ ఈ ప్రపంచంలోకి వచ్చాం. యూ హ్యావ్ టు ప్రూవ్ దట్ యు ఆర్ ద మోస్ట్ అడ్వాన్స్డ్ క్రీచర్. హౌ యూ విల్ డూ దాట్? బై స్టడీయింగ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. వాట్ యామ్ ఐ యాజ్ అన్ ఇన్నర్ మ్యాన్ ఈజ్ సో ప్రొఫౌండ్. Human being is not such a simple creature like animals, right? We have thoughts and emotions. There's a very complex mechanism is there. And how comfortably you handle that, that depends actually how quickly you become successful in life and how great a human being you will become. For that actually education should empower you. ఆ దిశగా మనకి విద్య సాధికారతని కల్పించాలి. అందుకని పరావిద్య అపరావిద్య both are important. Unfortunately, in our country, the last 70 years, the education that we give is so focused only on academics. So much of theory we get wonderful certificates, degree, PG, PhD, but they don't help us to get a good employment. The problem is so much actually focused on theory, as if you want to make everybody a PhD holder like that. Whereas you just see countries like Japan, Korea and Germany, they actually 10th classes చదువుకుంటారు, తర్వాత అంతా skill oriented education. Okay, they have a lot of training, but here again actually the problem is dignity of labor is not there. One profession is superior, one profession is inferior, right? Some actually, everybody is craving for only for a few jobs actually. Some jobs are there, they are coveted by everybody practically. So everybody wants to enter into only that field. So there is artificial competition, huge competition for certain jobs in certain areas that మనం క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నాయి. అన్ని ఉద్యోగాలకి అన్ని వృత్తులకి సమానమైన గౌరవం ఉందనుకోండి, ఓకే, ఈ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ కాంపిటీషన్ ఇంత ఉండదు కదా. కొన్ని వృత్తులకి బాగా గౌరవం ఉంది కాబట్టి అందరూ అందులోకి వెళ్ళాలని చూస్తున్నారు. కొన్ని వృత్తులకి అంత గౌరవం లేదు సమాజంలో. వై హ్యావ్ యూ క్రియేటెడ్ సచ్ ఎ థింగ్? There are so many beautiful things in the West. Only the ugly things of the West we are importing, but not the beautiful things. There the dignity of labor is there. Go to America, everybody is respected. A carpenter is respected, a plumber is respected, a sanitary worker is respected as much as a software engineer, as much as a civil servant. Why we have not brought that culture here? Every work is sacred. There is no distinction like that. This is sacred, this is sick club, this is inferior, this is superior. So all that actual training should have happened through education, but has not happened in the last 70 years. Of course, now people are thinking, innovate. So many concepts, schools are coming. Is it the right education? Can it be called real education? What education should do? A lot of thinking and churning is happening, brainstorming is happening, national education policy actually, as kind of framework they have provided. But of course, unless the attitude and the mindset of the stakeholders, particularly parents and the teachers changes, not much we can hope for. Okay, as the youth of the nation, as the young people of this nation, you should think the education that I am getting from colleges is really empowering me. If it's not empowering me, why it is not empowering me? Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.